Hey babes, welcome back to 6 Degrees of Sass Unfiltered. I'm Kimberly, and tonight's episode is Soft Does Not Mean Weak. Because softness isn't silence, and choosing peace doesn't mean you lack power. Tonight, I wanted a male perspective in the room, so I'm excited to welcome my friend Brent. He brings a grounded, honest take on strength, vulnerability, and what real confidence actually looks like. And we're about to break a few stereotypes together. So, if you've ever been underestimated because of your softness, this one's for you. Let's get into it. Hey, Brent, you want to introduce yourself?
Well, hello, my name's Brent, and I'm just an average guy, just going through the world like an average guy. So I'm here to help. Doesn't mean I'm right, but I can tell you I've seen a few things.
We're excited to have you.
I thank you.
Welcome.
All right, ladies and gents, by the time you're probably hearing this, that winter storm's already here. So you've got the snow, the ice, the freezing temps. Travel's probably messy. Roads are probably slick. So hope everyone's staying warm, safe, stocked up on essentials, and of course, alcohol counts. Something that I'm emotionally done explaining this week is about, why I need rest. My body's literally just said no for almost 2 weeks. Still fighting the flu, got an upper respiratory infection, along with a UTI and anything else, you name it, I got it. So I'm definitely going to be protecting my energy, my newly regained ability to eat a little bit of real food without paying for it later. So we're winning this week. So something that made me laugh this week, just a short story here. My sister went to urgent care as, again, the flu's been going through the house. So she has the same thing that I had. Well, the nurse practitioner that she saw told her not to eat anything. And I was like, but did you say, but bitch, we hungry though? Like, we're starving. Like, we're starving. What the fuck? How do you tell somebody not to eat when they're hungry? So long story short, I just actually made a trip to urgent care today myself because of the upper respiratory infection that I'm also still fighting. Another short story, I forgot that the medication that they prescribed me to has penicillin in it, which I am allergic to.
Oh, no.
So when I was getting the prescription from the counter, the guy said, he looked at me, he goes, but you're allergic to penicillin. I said, yep. I said, I don't care. Give it to me. I'm taking it anyway. I need it.
Okay, listeners, we will be looking for a new host to replace Lindsay because she's going to croak.
So if I go into anaphylactic shock on the episode tonight, I apologize to everyone.
Oh, no, you can't do this to me.
Is that a Scorpio trait? Because I'm also heavily allergic to penicillin or anything that ends in "cillin."
Probably.
Like, dead ass, I can't take any of it.
I've taken what she gave me like 5 years ago, and I was okay though. So hopefully it's okay, because I'm on a strong dose. That could be a problem. I'm actually taking the exceeding of it. She's got me on 3 a day for 10 days.
I just want to know how long ago you took the medicine so I can prepare.
Not 20, probably about 20 minutes ago. Chest is already hurting.
Oh.
Give me your address, please.
Yeah.
Just go back to urgent care.
Medics right now.
I will put it in the chat.
Nope. Nope. Bunch of nope.
It's fine.
Wow.
It's fine. We'll be fine.
Well, something I'm done emotionally with explaining is that my boundaries, because, they turn into a debate. If I keep explaining, then you're not confused. You're just not listening. I'm still, as always, protecting my peace, my progress, and not everyone deserves access to me. Something that made me laugh this week was probably the fact that Shell and I went shopping for her birthday outfit this past weekend. And we brought our male bestie, Jesse, with us, and another friend, Francisco. And oh my God, have you ever taken two adult men shopping? It was great. They picked out the outfit, and it was perfect.
We're kind of cool like that.
Yeah, y'all are really good. I need a man to go shopping with me now.
I don't want to go shopping.
I hate shopping.
It's Angela Ray. Yeah, by the time you hear this, I may or may not have frozen to death up here in Wisconsin in the negative 45, 50 wind chill. So, if I don't make it, love y'all.
Love you.
We'll send heat. We'll send heat.
Yeah, just put me and Lindsay right next to each other.
There you go. Somewhere warm. Somewhere warm.
Where the podcast ended.
Something that I am done emotionally explaining is the word no and why I said no. It's just like, no. And we're done here. And something that I'm protecting right now, well, I hate to be like an echo chamber, but my boundaries, like I no longer make exceptions. I don't. I don't try to see the bright side or a different side. If you overstep, you're done. Something that made me laugh this week, exploding trees. Yeah, so there was this meme that was made about an exploding tree warning in the Midwest because it's so cold. Now, that's not an actual weather warning, actually. However, when it gets that cold, the water inside a tree's trunk can freeze and they can crack, giving off an explosion vibe.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's what made me laugh this week.
That's craziness.
Yes, I know, right? Exploding trees.
No, thank you.
Oh, I saw that. Yes, I saw that.
Yeah. It's
So,
this
did
is
somebody-
not okay.
Didn't
You
somebody
okay?
say something about exploding tires as well?
What?
I haven't heard that.
I haven't heard that.
Okay. Maybe it was just trees and I read it wrong because I've been sick.
Yeah, I haven't heard of the exploding tires from the cold, but definitely exploding trees was a first.
That's funny. So I'm done explaining why being soft doesn't mean I'm available for any reason. I just don't need to justify why I need rest or space or peace. And like everybody else in the room, I'm protecting my peace. I'm protecting my business. Not all parts of my life get public access, and not many deserve a front row seat. Something that made me laugh this week was I had to explain that Facebook is Facebook. It's not real life.
Exactly.
Why do we have to keep explaining this? It's 2026,
This
people.
was the first time I've had to explain it. I'm like, I'm just here for fun.
Exactly.
I spread a little positivity along the way, but yeah, so that's kind of where I was at.
Okay, bear with me. I'm a little under the weather, but when I think of something emotionally done explaining, I think of other people's self-awareness, their motivation, and their social skills. For Christ's sakes, just come up and talk to me. I promise I will not bite you. Well, at least I won't in the beginning.
Maybe later.
Right.
Right.
You
exactly.
might lick a lot, but you won't bite.
Yeah, exactly. Something I'm protecting, same thing as you guys, my peace. I spent so many years not protecting my peace because I was, trying to be a good wife and a good mother. And it's like, now this is the time for me. So I'm going to protect my peace at all costs. And something that made me laugh this week, oh yeah, that shopping spree. That was the best.
It was.
Nice.
I'm still laughing that my crush actually found my dress.
I know.
So, like, I was really impressed. And
You might have
let
to
me tell
keep
you, I
him
went
for a
to the
little bit.
seamstress. Right. I went to my seamstress, right, Kim, and I had because you remember the sides wasn't fitting properly, so I had her put some straps on there, and I tried the dress on. And I was like, oh my gosh, wow! I cannot wait to showcase my dress.
Great. I can't wait to see it. Well, I'm going to help you in it anyway, so
No, you'll
I
have
get
to
first
send
look.
us pictures.
we will.
Definitely.
Brent, did you have anything you wanted to jump in and say?
Oh, absolutely. I can just say this week is
Hey,
to know my worth. That for the most part, I don't have to explain anything to you. And if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, like you said, I don't need to keep talking. And then, well, I'm serious. There was someone
no,
that
I
said,
believe you.
told me this, told me this, told me this. And I'm like, okay, I've got 3 answers. What's the truth? And it's like, you know
Yeah.
what? Don't even worry about answering the less question. Okay. So know my worth. I kind of meter my experiences so that I'm not wasting time in places that don't matter.
Absolutely.
Things that made my day is I've got a friend of mine that's going through some struggle, and they kind of finally said, hey, here's what I need. And I'm like, see, that I can help you with. And so when you see someone struggling, you get to help them along. That's a good day, regardless of the weather.
Yeah.
Love it.
Good for you.
Absolutely. So we're going to get on main topic here. Basically, soft does not mean weak. So why softness kind of gets mistaken for tolerance, I just want to let everybody know I have a shit ton of notes. So if I overstep something and it doesn't make sense, I apologize.
She's on allergic medicine, remember that.
That too. That too.
In a 30-minute countdown.
Yeah. Here we go.
Medics are on their way. So.
Don't make me laugh. So I don't know about you all, but I've been underestimated. I've been underestimated so many times just because I don't like raise my voice. And, just being soft, it doesn't mean I don't notice things. My patience for sure gets mistaken for a weakness, I believe. I sit and I choose my battles. That's why I'm quiet. A lot of calm people notice things, they process things, they choose how they're going to respond before they respond. And so that's different than tolerating everything. It can definitely be misread as a weakness, but it's actually awareness in action. And just because someone is soft doesn't mean that they'll tolerate everything. Patience isn't permission, it's an observation.
Yeah.
For sure. So let's kind of break down some of this. Let's go. Okay. So emotional intelligence versus emotional labor. Emotional intelligence is knowing yourself and knowing others, where the emotional labor is doing all the work so someone else feels better. People can't see it, but I'm air quoting that. And that's not the same thing. You can be tuned in without being a therapist for free. So again, emotional intelligence, let's break that down. Awareness of your own feelings plus reading others, and emotional labor, carrying the emotional weight of everyone around you. And again, people will often confuse the kindness with an expectation of an endless labor. Let's see. We can be aware without being responsible for fixing everything. Kindness is intentional. It's not a full-time job, guys. And so let's get into the danger of underestimating calm women. I don't know about you ladies, but I am a calm woman.
I'm very calm.
Yes, and it doesn't mean we're passive. I've been underestimated quite often, as I said earlier, and it's hilarious watching people learn the hard way because they assume that a soft woman won't react, but that's because we notice everything, and that's where we have the upper hand. It's more of a strategy and a strength in disguise. So just remember, soft doesn't mean naive. Calm people see everything, and that's where the real strength lives. And then we're going to break down being kind without being available. Kindness doesn't mean I'm available 24/7. I have limits, guys. Love y'all. I'm just kidding. It's none of you guys. But being kind is my choice, and being available all the time, it's optional, and I choose it wisely. You can be kind without being endlessly available. So softness here is often mistaken for tolerance, but then you've got the calm energy, which is awareness and action. And as I see something saying here, it's like, I'm soft, not silent, not stupid.
Right. Softness mistaken for tolerance. Yeah, people like to assume because I'm nice and patient and understanding that I'll just accept the things that cross my boundaries. I won't. My softness isn't how I treat people, it's my standards, how I protect myself. Emotional intelligence versus the emotional labor. Okay, this is funny because I just did an emotional intelligence test. What was that, last week? 98. Thank you very much. It just means I'm self-aware and I'm accountable and able to regulate my emotions. The emotional labor is when it gets exploited and I'm expected to soothe, explain, and fix and absorb for others. I've learned the difference and I choose intelligence over the exhaustion. The danger of underestimating calm women. I kind of giggled when I saw this come across. It's thinking that the silence means submission. That we've already done the emotional work. We don't react. We observe. We decide. We move accordingly. And by the time my calm shifts, that decision's already been made. Being kind without being available to me means that I can wish you well without giving you access. I can be polite and compassionate, respectable, without sacrificing my time, my energy, or my boundaries. Kindness is who I am. Availability is a choice.
I'll admit this one was a little. This one was a little rough for me. Because softness is a relatively new skill that I'm learning. For so long, I was I was always ready to come out swinging, literally or figuratively. I always had them fucking elbows ready to fucking throw. It didn't matter. I just attacked. And, so, yeah, I did, though, come up with a few points. I think softness gets mistaken for tolerance because people just think because you're no longer reacting, in a defensive manner that, oh, I'm allowed to walk all over you now. And really, no. You're just, as been said before, picking your battles. You're not letting anybody walk all over you. It's just, is this really worth my time and effort and, pissed offness? Yes or no. Act accordingly. And then the emotional intelligence versus emotional labor. It's been said. There's a clear definition there. Emotional intelligence is understanding situations, understanding feelings, and, again, acting accordingly. Emotional labor is when you're just constantly investing your mental energy into other people and they're not giving it back. They're just expecting you to fix them. And that ain't cool in my book anyways.
Mhm.
And the danger of underestimating soft women is real. Because again, that they think, especially the manipulators of the world, that, oh, this is a person that I can easily manipulate, easily get what I want, and treat them however way, and they're not going to care. And that's where they're wrong, because in my experience, those are the ones that aren't going to come out and ruin your life right away. No, they're going to come out with a plan in ways to ruin your life 4 times over the next 6 months.
Mhm.
It's going to happen quiet. It's going to be a sneak attack.
Right.
And I do think that through all this, being kind without being available is something that I kind of learned how to do pretty well. Just because, somebody can ask you a question, oh, how are you? How's your day? Great, thanks. And then ask another question, give them a 1-word answer, but don't just ignore the conversation. Just be like, well, hey, have a great day. And go from there. And usually they get the message like, oh, she's done talking. But you weren't mean about it. you
were very kind.
Yeah, you were involved in the exchange. You didn't, say, fuck you, leave me alone.
You didn't say what you really wanted to.
The conversation.
All right. So somewhere along the way, softness did get confused with tolerance. That misunderstanding cost a lot of women their peace because they didn't realize that there is a difference. You can still be soft and you can still have those boundaries. You can be, I think for me, this was also, I want to say not difficult, but it was different because I see soft and safe as the same thing. I'm soft when I'm safe, whether that's safe within myself or safe within my surroundings, then I can soften. When I'm having to harden, it's because I feel the need to protect myself.
Makes sense.
Being emotionally intelligent doesn't mean I absorb everything around me. It means I notice it and then I get to choose what I engage with. I can be aware. I don't have to respond. I can completely ignore you. Because otherwise it is laboring, it is tiring, and not everybody gets that. The danger of underestimating.
New word of the day.
It's a big word. It's a really big word.
Oh, there's one. We should start a tally. So the danger of underestimating calm women. I think most people don't realize that just because you're calm, they associate calm with acceptance, and those are two very different things.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I can be calm and not accept what you're saying to me, and when I'm done, and I will walk away just as calmly as I walked into it. And I don't think that many people expect it. I think they expect to blow up.
Right. 100%, Mandy. Yep. I get that.
And being kind without being available. I think this is one of those things that I had to learn in the old day job. I had to learn how to set those boundaries and tell people, I want to hear your issue. I want to support and help and come up with a solution, but I cannot do that in this moment. So can we revisit it at such and such time or such and such date, whatever that is, and setting those boundaries not only makes me more available, more, what's the word I'm looking for? What's a big word I can't pronounce?
I mean, just a big word in general or a big word that's relevant?
She's looking for a relevant
There
one.
are.
Gotta be specific here, okay?
There are. But if I can
Serendipitous.
give you more of my
Philosophical.
attention, if I can give you more of my attention, I can come up with more of a solution. If that makes sense. If I'm pulled in 50 different directions, I'm of no use to anybody. So
Right.
boundaries, I guess it's still the big deal.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were done yet.
Me either. I didn't see her.
Yeah, I did.
He did it.
I must have done it fast. Sorry.
No worries. I swear with these questions, you were talking to my counselor today because these are like some of the things we actually went over. So, and my answers will be kind of short, just again, you know why. So why softness gets mistaken for tolerance for me is like with softness, you're remaining open and resilient to, it is not a form of tolerance. It is, basically it's wanting to do. And then the tolerance is like the act of doing it. Emotional intelligence is emotional labor. This was a big one for me because also I took that EI test and I scored exactly like Kim did, 98, which means that we literally missed like half of one question. So,
And it was probably the same
being
question.
emotionally, yeah, it probably was. Being my sister from another mister, it probably was. But with emotional intelligence, you can recognize or manage emotions far better than others can. But with emotional labor, it's the process of being able to do so. So the danger of understanding calm women, we naturally command respect and power. So you cannot manipulate us. You could try your best, but we're going to see right through your bullshit. Being kind without being available. To me, this is setting boundaries and giving yourself the respect and compassion that you deserve as a human being.
Yep. Brent, you have anything to chime in on?
Well, I'll just start with that. Number one, I'm not sure there's enough men on this podcast tonight.
You said you could handle it.
Oh, trust me when I tell you, I'm not scared. It's not going to be a big deal.
Woo!
Woo! We got Brent taking his shirt off, ladies.
Oh no!
But
I love the bow tie.
But it's fun listening to this conversation about soft women and perception because there is a lot of perception. I really love the part about emotional intelligence and emotional labor because that emotional labor is a lot. And if you're in a relationship that's not really balanced and you're having to put in all this emotional energy, it comes fast and it goes fast and it's hard to replenish. And so I think you could end up in a space where there's a lot of things where it looks good on paper, but you're just carrying too much of that emotional labor. The beautiful thing about the beautiful thing about the one male perspective here is I'm 100% right, at least right now on this podcast. And I have good news for you girls, women, is that there are those of us that have a knowledge and a respect for the calm women, okay? I'm a spirited person. I live a very spirited life, but I can tell you at my old age that a calm woman really doesn't scare me at all. In fact, one of the things I think I should share is confidence is sexy. So Shell said earlier, I think it was Shell, she's like, you know what? Just come over and talk to me. I don't bite. I lick a lot, but it's on the date 4, whatever she said. But,
I said
but,
date
but
4.
was it date 4, whatever. But confidence is sexy. Okay. So and you know what? Guys are idiots. We goof a lot of stuff up almost as much as the women do. And so
Yeah.
sometimes we get kind of locked up, or I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of men that weren't raised by good men. And so they don't honestly know how to behave like good men.
That's
And
true.
it's hard to tell or define. And somebody asked me years ago, how do you know you're a man? And you can list off this list, but one of the best answers I ever heard was, I was raised by a man, and that's how I know I'm a man. I learned to be a man. It's not just because I've got the body parts or I can father children. It's the
Yeah.
behavior. And so what's really cool is really good men, you won't have to tell them a lot about the strength in a confident woman. Confidence is sexy. You can be confident and soft, and that's just as good. And I can tell you there are some men, because I'm one of them, that when you see the lack of confidence or the see me girls, this is guy code. The see me
Oh no,
girls, the
Shell
girls
and
that
I
are all
say
see
that.
me, okay, then it's like, oh, wait a minute. There's something undone with that cute little thing because it's the see me. And so I'm going to tell you the soft and the confidence from a male perspective, it can be so embracing because at my age, I don't want to raise you. I just want us to live happily ever after. And I don't want to have
Facts.
to. And if you're finding people, and this is it. When I've been divorced for 12 years. And when I was first got on the dating sites, I quickly found out the responses I was getting was not the people I was looking for. And I quickly looked at me and I said, you know what? You need to change the way you put yourself out there so that people can understand you better without asking a bunch of questions. And so the quiet confidence is sexy. Your confidence and self-respect is amazing amount of power. And I can tell you, if you're running off men, you're not attracting the right ones.
Yep. I agree with
Okay,
that.
can I say for
Yeah.
the record, Brent, that those see me girls are actually pick me girls.
Yeah.
I think I'd agree the same thing. I think that we're using, see, I wasn't in the huddle. I wasn't in the Chica huddle, but yeah.
Yeah.
And this is guy
Now
code.
you
I'm not even
know.
supposed to tell you this.
And
Now
we're
you
not
know.
supposed to tell you we call
We
them pick me
appreciate
girls.
Yeah, we
But
appreciate
here we are.
But no, that all makes sense, Brent. Thank you for
Mhm.
that perspective.
That was
Mhm.
wonderful.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and we can move on to our connections and complications. So situations where softness is misunderstood or misused across, it could be relationships, family, friends, or even work. It's, we're still sticking to the softness here. It's often mistaken for flexibility or compliance. That's funny because that's what I do for work right now. But so let's get into, I really don't have a lot of experience with this. So dating someone who confuses softness for flexibility. I'll go with like a partner. Your partner can confuse your calmness or your kindness with permission to overstep the boundaries because, they don't know, you're calm. They're not seeing it. And then we're going to throw in the mix of the emotional intelligence again, and it can be misread as a weakness to your partner. Let's see here. So just again for the whole dating someone who confuses it, being calm doesn't mean ignoring disrespect. It means noticing it before responding intentionally. But I will go ahead. So, friends, I don't know if any of you have had friends who have trauma dumped on you, but then never check in. Happens all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I might be one of those friends. But sometimes,
I
being
remember a
honest.
few phone calls.
Exactly.
Just kidding.
Exactly. No, I'm just kidding.
That wasn't
But,
trauma.
right. But soft people can be assumed to be emotional dumping grounds. I'm again, like, I might put that on someone, but I also will take it on. So if you need to, dump your dump your emotional grounds on me, I'm here for it. But true friendship, though, it respects boundaries and emotional balance. So if you've got a good friend, then they're gonna understand either way you go there. Let's see. I'll skip over all that. So now I'll go ahead and get into the family dynamics part of it. So softness is sometimes interpreted as the default peacemaker, or what most people would be is the bigger person. Your family members expect soft members to mediate or smooth over any conflicts that ever come about. I've been there and done that. Emotional boundaries are often ignored, assuming the calm person will absorb all the attention. Unfortunately, I do absorb all that. We shouldn't be exploited. It's a choice. It shouldn't be a duty. Work. Coworkers who mistake kindness for compliance, passivity, or even a lack of leadership. I have had experiences where colleagues assume that since I'm quiet and that I, observe, that I'm not gonna push back. I do, just in different ways. They can underestimate despite their competence. And as far as the emotional intelligence of the situation, professional strength, always. It's not a liability. And I choose to be professional. So, where would I mistake patience for progress? Repeated kindness, I guess, is assumed to be equal agreement or improvement. And who benefits from me staying soft but silent? I would guess I'd have to say people who rely on silence to avoid accountability, take advantage of generosity, or even bypass my boundaries. So just to wrap all that up, because I'm sure it didn't make much sense, softness is often misunderstood across all connections, dating, friendship, family, and work. Calm people aren't passive. They're observing, we're setting boundaries, and we're just choosing how to respond. Being soft doesn't mean being endlessly available, silent, or weak. It's respect, and it comes when others recognize that the kindness isn't an open invitation, it's intentional.
I'm just going to read two of mine just to cut a little time. But so the dating someone who confuses the softness for flexibility, it's exhausting. They think because I'm understanding that I'll bend or wait, accept the inconsistency. I won't. My softness doesn't mean I'm negotiable. It just means I'm intentional. If they can't tell the difference, they're not my person. That's just the way it is. Family dynamics. So I grew up where I was always expected to be the bigger person. I was also the oldest child of both my mother and my father's children. So I was expected to be the bigger person, the calmer one, the fixer, the peacemaker. That taught me empathy very early, but also taught me that my feelings come last. I've unlearned that, thankfully. So being the bigger person doesn't mean being the quiet, doesn't mean I have to be the quiet one anymore.
Oh, I don't have much to add to this because, well, especially that dating one, because I've been out of that loop for ever. um, but I can identify with the having friends that trauma dump and then never check in. And those I left back in 2025.
My take was softness gets tested everywhere, not just in dating. People in general confuse the calm for flexibility, and they think because you're patient, you'll just keep adjusting. Anywhere you're expected to be the bigger person because you're the emotionally mature one is, in my opinion, unrealistic. And sometimes being the mature one means knowing it's okay to walk away, that not every interaction deserves a response.
I think that's a valid
Well
point,
said.
that every interaction doesn't deserve a response, because so often it becomes kind of a black hole and people jump in and they're like, do you understand? And just this or that. And you're like, okay, that's not my stuff. And I can't fix it. And they're like, but you understand how hard it is, right? And I'm like, yeah. And then all of this keeps going. And I'm like, I don't have to keep answering these questions. This is not my stuff. And I think some people, whether it's trauma dumping or otherwise, take their stuff and we're trying to put it out there because A, they want to get rid of it, but B, they want somebody else to solve it for them or have sympathy on them.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot to that.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Well, dating someone who confuses softness for flexibility to me could really affect your protection of your personal space. And that is something that's very valuable to me. So that's something that I don't tolerate. And if I see somebody leaning towards that direction, I'm not going to have anything to do with them because I need to protect myself. Now, as far as friends who trauma dump, I keep toxicity out of my life. So I don't really have friends that trauma dump on me. And I do my best not to trauma dump on them because, that's what I pay a counselor for every other week. So I can just trauma dump on him. And,
I appreciate
There you
that.
go.
Exactly. So, exactly. So,
Do your best and pay for the therapy.
exactly. Family dynamics, we're expecting to be the bigger person. To me, that's kind of toxic because as a child, you don't get to learn individual growth.
Nope.
And your true sense of belonging because you're expected to be the leader. And I'm going through that right now with my mom being on hospice. I'm having to be the bigger person and I'm the baby of the family. I've got like 5 of their siblings that should be handling this, but it all falls down on me. Coworkers who mistake kindness for compliance. To me, they're missing the whole point of what kindness is. And so they're not getting respect and inclusion. So this is why I like working from home because my coworkers are 2 lizards and a cat. So I don't really have to deal with that.
I thought we weren't going to make this weird.
She made it weird, Brent. She made it weird.
I made
Call
it
her
weird.
I can't tell you how many times he told me
Oh.
that at that party.
Right. So yeah, I didn't really do much more of the homework beyond there. So I'm just going to end it with that.
Good deal. Thank you. Angela's having problems reconnecting.
Well, she's been out of the circle for a while. She mentioned that.
Yeah. Lindsay?
Looks like we're ready to go from the other side of the couch to the male perspective. Looks like we just have questions for Mr. Brent. You want me to start?
What's happening?
Yeah,
Sure,
you go
you get
ahead.
to go.
All right. All right. So Brent, let's go ahead and we'll get started here by asking, do men see softness as safety or opportunity?
I'm going to say the right men don't. Okay, so a soft woman and a strong woman is beautiful, and we don't see it as a downside. It's actually the right guy sees it as an upside. And think about the man you want, and then the woman you want to be with him. Sometimes to come in soft is kind of how you win. And if you come in louder than your male partner, you might be compensating, but it might not be as good. And so that softness is strength and power. And I can tell you from my perspective in guy code that it's like we respect that. And the ones that don't, the ones that are pushing all the boundaries, probably are the ones you're giving a little too much time to, unless you're decided you want to teach them. So you guys can do missionary dating and you can meet the boy and try to teach him all this stuff. But at my age and perspective, that part is already, you've already done a good job with what you're being strong and soft, and you're good.
Great.
Okay. Yeah.
So my question would be, why do some men test the boundaries of calm women?
This is so easy because you're talking to the wrong men. If
Okay.
if he was on your level, and I can tell you that I've done research on this, but it's the wrong guy. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions, and don't tell me the answers because they're rhetorical. But answer these in your head and write these down. This is worth it. If you know what do you want, what do you need, and what makes you happy? What do you want? You need to know what you want and what you're looking for. And if you're just talking to anybody in the crowd, then you don't know you as well as you think. And it's fun to have attention. But number 2 is, what do you need? And you need to know that, because you could want one type of guy, but no, that's not going to work out long term. I mean, do the math. And then you think, what do I want? What do I need? And then know what makes you happy. And when you connect those and look through that lens towards men, you're going to more quickly see, oh gosh, this guy's whatever. And I can already tell that's not going to work. And we don't have to try everything. So
Man,
know
see,
that, and it'll change your perspective.
I know all those answers, and that is exactly how my dating life has been going. Like, I am like, nope, nope, nope. And then I meet this one, and I'm
Right.
like, okay, this is it.
I
Man,
just
you
want to
got a
have
question?
fun. I just want to have fun.
But I think when you define it, it makes all those things easier. And
Right.
so
Yeah,
it's not
absolutely.
like
Right.
it's not like I
You gotta
never
know-
get approached. It's just I have to attract the right people to talk to.
absolutely.
Again, got to know what you're looking for, what you want, what you're looking for.
So my question's kind of a 2-parter because I added to this question. What does emotional strength look like to men, and what does it look like from a man?
Well, I can say I'm going to start backwards and work my way up. From a man that I personally, as a man, that I enjoy that. And so it's never a challenge. It doesn't challenge me personally. I don't have a problem with it, but I do embrace it, because now I have an idea of what you want, and what you want, what makes you happy. And so the strength in that doesn't challenge a man. And like I said earlier, confidence is sexy. And your first question again?
What does it look like to a man? What does emotional strength look like to men?
Emotional strength is kind of the confidence that regardless of who asked you to dance, you went ahead and danced anyway. You can't dance with everybody, but you kind of have a confidence that it's like, oh, I can already tell I'm not your forever, but I have the confidence that we can go out and dance. And so that confidence that, you know what, it's hard to get off the chair and out into the mix. And so any opportunity to do that is good, but I wouldn't, I would say that the confidence is good and don't be afraid.
Okay. My question is, why do men say they aren't looking for a relationship, but then they get jealous whenever you go on a date with someone else?
There's two parts
Yeah.
to this answer.
Enlighten us.
I'm imagining I imagine you might like both of them. Number one is rhetorical. Means you don't have to answer it out loud, which you girls aren't great at. If you go on a date with somebody and he's jealous, what does that tell you?
It tells me he's a walking red flag.
Oh, first it tells me you don't know rhetorical, but yes. What else does it tell you?
You see these people?
He's a great flag.
He wants his cake and eat it too.
Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay, swing and a miss. Next question. No, next
Insecure.
answer. Okay, no, check this out. Okay, when he's oh, you guys should pay me for this. When he tells you that he doesn't want a commitment, but then he gets jealous.
Yes.
He lied to you.
He sure
has
did.
Feelings.
He sure did.
Has feelings. Okay.
Yep.
I have friends that I go out to dinner with once a week, and then the other friends will find out, and they're like, "You went to dinner with Brent?" We're like, "Yeah, you went out to dinner with Brent. What the deal?" When they ask, I'm already knowing what's going on. They're not even telling me, pal. So yeah,
Wow.
when he gets jealous, he already has feelings. Sorry.
Exactly. I agree with that.
So
Go
I
ahead,
have
give me the
one
other
more
question because this is
Feelings
even
don't
better.
equal
I have one
intention.
more question. Do men want access or consistency, and do they know the difference?
I'm not going to even justify, do they know the difference with an answer, Missy? Okay,
Ooh.
for one.
So
Number
that means
two.
no.
What? But everybody wants access. I don't think there's anybody on the planet that doesn't want another friend. Everybody wants access. Everybody wants to be accepted. But the consistency has to do with the right people. And sometimes we're in a phase, let's just say you've just gotten divorced or you're a recent widow. That's a different phase than 4 years from now. And so you need to know where you're at. Because sometimes all you want to give is access. Okay. And I say you figuratively female because, well, it's 5-on-1 and I've got to speak for the rest of the male race. But sometimes it is access. But I'm going to tell you, confidence is sexy. And if you're talking to the right man and you're confident or you're quiet and confident or you give them limited access, but they value it, you're hashtag winning.
Winning.
I love that.
Can I just say I'm really loving Brent today?
I know.
Careful,
We've never seen
Kimberly.
this side of you. Yeah?
I know. It's great.
Unfortunately, Kimberly knows she only has so much access. Like, I can't do every podcast every week.
I know.
But it's a pleasure to be with you guys.
But I'm so glad
We're
I got
happy to have you.
the Brent on here. So, because he's a very busy, active man. I thought I was always doing stuff. This man's it. Do you want to move on to number 5?
Yeah, I guess we can.
We can just sit here and
Charles,
stare
you
at
okay?
each other. Look into my eyes.
I'm scared.
No, don't.
I was looking. I was trying. I look a little puffy.
Are you okay? How's your medication? Is it helping?
Hey,
don't
I'm
know.
not on the medical 30-minute countdown. I'm going to DoorDash some diapers in case something happens.
Is there any redness? Are you like?
I don't know. I can't see.
Oh
She's
shit!
in
Well,
the
her
dark.
eyes
I can't
are
even
on.
tell.
It is a little red. It is a little red. It's fine. It's fine.
Do you have a towel handy?
I'm so
I mean,
nervous.
yeah, I do. It's fine. I'm fine. Fine. So, healing and growth. So, let's just be clear here. There is a difference between managing your emotions and then a difference, with ignoring them. So we have regulation versus repression. So I'm just going to make a little breakdown for that for people who might not understand or what that means. Regulation, it's noticing, processing, and responding intentionally to emotions. But repression is ignoring or bottling up your feelings, pretending everything is fine. I'm just going to be honest, I do both. So, with that being said, regulation's awareness, repression is avoidance. People can feel deeply but still respond wisely. I'm just running through notes here, guys, because I might be having an allergic
I could
reaction.
pass out any minute.
We're gonna call
I'm
the
serious.
EMTs.
It's fine. It's fine. I just need more water.
It's fine. Everything's fine. It's okay. As I
I'm
collapse
scared.
over.
Wait, what?
Famous last words. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. So why softness requires boundaries? Soft people need intentional limits. That just helps us protect our energy and maintain our respect. Boundaries are the backbone of soft power. Softness with limits is strength, people. Soft without limits can become a burnout. I have been there and done that. Gonna skip through some things. I'm gonna go with how healed energy doesn't chase or prove. Emotional strength comes from clarity. It comes from self-respect, letting go of the need for just a validation in general. Where your healed energy can act intentional, not reactively. Remember, true power is calm, consistent, and self-respecting. You don't have to prove anything to anyone when your energy is aligned. Softness with self-respect is magnetic, not desperate.
Yeah. So regulation versus repression. I was taught that being calm meant being quiet, but that was actually repression. Regulation is honest, grounded, and intentional. I can name what I feel without letting it control me, and I don't abandon myself to make others feel comfortable because just no. Why softness requires the boundaries. I can be in. Are you okay? I can be emphatic. I can understand I'm caring, but without the boundaries, I do lose myself. Softness isn't permission; it's strength that's guided. To be clear limits. Sorry if y'all heard that. That was my phone. How healed energy
No
doesn't
worries.
chase or prove. Being healed means that I carry the confidence and the calm. I don't need to chase love, approval, or respect because I've already earned that for myself. My energy is magnetic and it's never desperate.
So there's a huge difference between regulation and repression. Regulation is when you can feel your emotions without letting them run the show. Repression is when you swallow them, smile through them, and tell yourself you're fine, but your body's keeping score. Regulated people still get triggered. They just don't self-destruct about it. Repressed people call it being easygoing, but it shows up later as anxiety, resentment, burnout, or blowing up over something small. If your nervous system never feels safe enough to speak, it will eventually scream. Softness with boundaries is regulated. Softness without boundaries is self-abandonment. Being soft doesn't mean being available to everyone. It doesn't mean tolerating disrespect, inconsistency, or emotional laziness. Big word.
3 times.
That's 2.
Tally, is it 2 or 3 now?
That's 3?
We all kept tally.
Okay.
Even Brent kept tally.
Haha.
This can be a game. How many times does the Mandy effect take place?
Take a shot every time.
There we go. We got a drinking game going.
It's not a convention, okay? Don't listen to them. You're fine.
Softness with boundaries says, I'm kind, but I'm not confused. I'm open, but I'm not unprotected. Softness without boundaries says, I'll shrink myself so you don't leave. I'll accept less so I don't have to be alone. And that's not softness, it's more survival mode. When you're healed, you don't chase clarity, you don't prove your worth, and you don't perform for connection. Healed energy doesn't beg people to explain themselves. It doesn't need closure conversations every 3 weeks. It doesn't audition for love, for friendship, or respect. If someone is inconsistent, vague, or confusing, healed energy says, got it, and moves accordingly. You stop trying to be chosen because you've already chosen yourself. Healed energy doesn't raise its voice, it changes access. This is the part people don't expect. Healing isn't loud, it's not dramatic, it's not announcing boundaries or explaining yourself for the 10th time. It's quietly deciding who gets your time, who gets your effort, who gets your emotional labor. Nobody gets that. Why did I have that in there? And who doesn't? Healed energy doesn't fight for space. It removes access and lets the silence speak. And that's when people notice.
So, regulation promotes your growth. Repression stunts it. As far as softness requires boundaries, this is really near and dear to my heart because tender hearts need protection. And it is your responsibility to set those boundaries to make sure that you're protected. So many people let their boundaries relapse or they modify them for other people, and you should never have to do that for anybody.
I feel called
I
out.
agree.
I
love
feel
you.
called out because I did negotiate one of my little boundaries for you know what.
I'm negotiating one of mine for you know what right now. So you know what I'm talking
Okay,
about
well
when I
then.
say you know what.
Pot, kettle, black.
Exactly. But that's what it should be. Your softness requires boundaries. But
Yeah.
how healed energy doesn't chase or prove, it has taken me a year and a half to learn this. And thank God for my counselor. I love that guy because I always thought that, I had to seek it out. I had to go and find it. Healed
Right.
energy.
Right.
But
It's
when you
within,
take the
baby.
time to do the work, when you take the time to do the work on yourself, it automatically comes to you. And you don't
Yes.
have to chase anything. And you don't have to prove anything. So to me, that's what that means.
Well said, Shell.
Yeah, I loved it. Yes. That is within
Yeah.
you. Brent, you have anything?
Why? I thought you would never ask.
There's a lot of
It's
us.
5-on-1, gentlemen. I got this. All right. I want to encourage you that as we're talking about that soft and gentle and defined woman, don't accept less. That I'm going to tell you, there's the world is endless. There's an infinite number of people. If you're spending time on people that you have to teach them everything, then there's too much that there's too far to go. So don't accept less, define yourself, and then embrace it and go there. Okay, live where you belong. And if you're big, then go and be big. And if you're small and meek and cute, and then if that's what you're due, then do that. But don't accept less and think I'm going to jump over here, I'm going to jump over there, because I don't think that's, if you know what you want and what you need and what makes you happy, you're not going to be happy when you settle for something else that's less than what you've defined. You need to know you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, I agree. Well said, Brent. Love it. All right. I have a guest here. It's got 4 legs, little furry.
Hey, focus.
I'm trying, okay? All right, guys. Collaborators. We are looking. Any creators, brands, or businesses who want to team up and have some fun with us, reach out. Our biggest project right now is just this, pushing out. I can't even talk. Pushing podcast episodes out.
You have the Mandyism.
That will make you laugh. Giving you unfiltered stories and chaos that anybody can relate to. We release a new episode every week, so there's always fresh chaos coming your way. We're all about talking about money with those extra side hustles, collaborations, and opportunities without shame, because everyone can chase coins, content, and maybe even a little tequila at the same time.
Yeah.
Also, just a quick reminder, I'm still working on my Amazon Essentials and Beyond storefront. You can find it on Amazon. I have not updated it probably within the last few weeks because I have been sick.
How would I find it on Amazon?
You'll look for Amazon Essentials and Beyond. Brent, I can send you a link, or I can have Kim.
Now I can find it.
Yeah, she should be able to find it. Yeah, just some things that I like or that I use, and any normal household things and whatnot. I'm still updating it. It's still a work in progress, so keep that in mind.
On to Mandy.
So I'm in a season where I'm building work that actually fits me, more aligned, more intentional, and more sustainable. Work that supports emotional regulation, real healing, and growth that doesn't burn me out. I'm always open to aligned connections. I've got spots available. It's a rolling enrollment for my Reset program, which is a 10-week program where you receive 1 energy healing session per week, as well as updates and check-ins throughout the week to change your life. It's literally a reset program. So always looking forward to doing more of that, as well as intention candles are a great physical way to remind yourself of those intentions that you want to manifest or attract more of into your world. So you can find me on Facebook. You can find me at My Healing Path on Facebook or healingwithmandy.com.
Awesome.
That's good.
Awesome. I don't really have anything, but I'm just gonna leave y'all with a story. So, I'm coming back from lunch with my daughter yesterday, and the way that I go, there's a lot of like construction through there, so it kind of like slowed down, literally like bumper to bumper. And I'm just kind of like, I'm driving down the road and I'm in my Mustang. I got my windows down. I'm blasting my tool. And then I get to a point where I have to stop. And I look over and I see this frickin' God. Let me tell you. Woo, Scrumdiddlyocious. This little tall, dark, handsome, perfect, immaculate, 5 o'clock shadow of a beard. I mean, I was just like, oh, mercy. God took his time on that man. And I look over and I
Dang.
see him and he's got like his little construction garb on, and I'm looking over there and I'm just like, oh, mercy. So then, true to myself, on my little flirty self, I look over and I said, ooh, baby, I got some holes you can dig in.
Oh,
And so I sure did, girl. And then he looks up and he starts laughing and he says, thank you. I really needed that. I've had a really hard
Aw.
time lately. And that just made my day. And I was just like, you want my number?
Nice.
Oh, look at you taking
Made
a
your night.
note off of me.
So fortunately for him, unfortunately for me, he was married. But, it made his day and it made him
That's
smile.
good.
And what else was I going to do? I'm just kind of like sitting there and I look, oh my gosh, Scrumdiddlyocious.
Hold it up a little higher. I can barely see those letters. Fuck around and find out.
That's my motto lately. That's pretty much my motto lately.
All right. Brent, do you have any businesses to promote or your self-promotion?
I don't do
Other
any
than you
self
holding up
promotion. I
signs?
leave that to everybody else.
I know, you're a big man around here. I don't think you have to say anything. Look, he blushed. His cheeks are
I
red.
just said I don't self promote, and then you said some stuff that might have should have been filtered.
We love
Might
our
have, should have
Brent.
been.
We do love.
Yeah, we love our Brent.
Lindsay?
Oh, I don't have anything for that, but I do want to remind our listeners, help promote us. Follow our personal Facebook pages and our podcast page, 6 Degrees of Sass Unfiltered. You can find that on Facebook and all other social media pages. It gives you a little bit of the behind the scenes, the chaos, the laughs, and the money moves that we've got coming. Even though, we're still working and we're a work in progress, but maybe pour yourself a little drink while you listen to us.
Yeah. I'm also going to opt out of that.
What?
What are
Next.
we opting out of?
I'm opting out
Oh.
of number 7.
Yeah.
Talking about yourself?
Yeah.
Am I
What do you want
am I
me
going to be the only one?
Mandy.
What do you want me to say? Okay, actually, I didn't write down what that was, so I don't remember.
Stepping into your power.
Yeah. I'm good.
All right. Well, I'm going to say 2 days ago, I got a text that made me pause for a minute, not because it surprised me, but because it confirmed my purpose and everything I'm about. Everything I strive for with every session that I do. It said, I'm happy, Mandy. I'm genuinely comfortable with where I'm at in life, and you helped me get here.
Love it.
I don't say it enough, but you are an incredible person that gave me the tools to fucking shine, and I'm so grateful for that.
Aw.
And that's it.
Aw.
That's why
That
I
should
do what I
be-
do. It's confirmation that my work matters, helping people come home to themselves matters, and creating space where healing, clarity, and confidence can exist together. That matters.
That's
So
beautiful.
if you are silent, it was, yeah. I mean,
So proud of
obviously,
you.
I'm getting teared up now because
Yeah.
it is that powerful. And so I invite you, if you are silently screaming, I can't keep living like this, or are tired of living the same day over and over and over and over, we should talk. So,
If something's
that
hurting, you should reach out. Okay. If something's not good in your life, we do this just to give information and connection. But if something's not good or you need someone, then reach out. Okay. And I used to tell my kids, if you don't know who to call, make sure you call me because I'll always be there. And so if you are hurting, do reach out. Don't let it go, and see what you can do to grow and build. And if you need help doing that, then find someone to do it with. None of us are perfect. We're doing our best, and then we pay for the therapy, and this is part of it.
Mandy's
I hear
healing
you
path.
there. Yeah, I definitely hear you there. A woman choosing herself. After 22 years, I decided to choose myself. And it was one of the hardest things I ever did. It was so difficult. But and I don't regret everything that I went through because it taught me so much. It taught me not only my worth, but it taught me to value my worth. And
Yeah.
so yeah, it taught me about boundaries, which was something that apparently I had struggled with all my life. And then now it's like I've stepped into my power once I learned what boundaries were and that it was okay to set them and that I can go by them and that nobody can take that away from me. And so yeah, stepping into my power, becoming who I am today, just was the greatest feeling in my life and a massive, huge thing in my healing journey. Because I've been on this healing journey for years and years, but really understanding it in the past year and a half, really focusing on it. And I wish more people would do that, especially when they leave relationships, because they need that time. And so many people don't. They just jump from one person to the next, and you're just
Oh, I
basically
know.
bringing your baggage on to that next person.
Of course,
And
yeah,
that's not
that's
fair to that
exactly what's
person.
happening.
Yeah, and that's not fair to that person, and it's definitely not fair to yourself.
No.
So I wish more people would take the time, you know?
Yep. I went on a
Absolutely.
long hiatus myself. But you know what, Shell? I have seen it with you because I've known you for 2 years. You were fresh out of it. The growth you have done is just remarkable. And I am so proud of you.
I love you, girl. Thank you.
I love you too. You're welcome, babe.
And likewise, I've seen you
I
come a
love you
long way.
all.
Thank you.
I love you all.
Yeah, love
And
each
I'm
other.
so
Love you all.
fortunate for all these amazing friends and relationships that I've been able to form just being in the different groups, you know? I've met
Oh,
so many amazing people,
absolutely.
like Britt right here, you know, such an
Yep.
amazing person. And I'm so grateful and so thankful for that.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Absolutely. We appreciate your perspective this evening, Brent.
Well, I had to do it for the guy code in the male race. I don't know. Why do you guys do this like 5-on-1? Why do we even this up? Next time I'm bringing my posse.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Wait,
We'll have to
approve these
future
people. Who?
episode that. That's fine. We can future episode that. We've got to approve them, like Kim said, but that's sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, because I know these people, so
I like
we got
it.
to approve some of these. You wish. Who's got the out?
Oh, sorry.
Well, in closing, I'm glad you asked. I was waiting for you guys to quit giggling. So in closing, I would say your heel change is going to define your access. And so if you're having trouble defining the access, look at the healing in your own personal perspective. That we're all on different journeys at different times. We all meet at so many different places. Everybody doesn't always fit. And I'm going to tell you that for me, um, is I view life like a giant Lego because I'm a guy. It's got to be a toy. and it's a Lego, but my Lego's only got so many places to plug people in. And I can
Okay.
tell you, I've done stuff over the last 4 months where I've taken people and I've unplugged them and I've taken them off of my Lego because they don't belong right there at that inner circle. And then I've
Yeah.
deliberately contacted somebody that I said, you know what? I need to move you from the outside to the inner circle, that you've got a prime spot on the Lego because I value you. And my point is, when you're doing the heel change, you're defining the access. Now you're defining your energy. If it's 17,000 text messages and 5 dates on why no means no, or my kids are not an option or a variable, then you've already wasted 5 conversations that could be going to the right person. So your heel change defines your access, and you get to define your energy. Know yourself.
God,
That
I
was
love that
great.
analogy. Lego. Wow.
That was great.
Very well said.
That was amazing.
Soft doesn't mean weak. It means
Right.
intentional. And intentional has boundaries. Soft women aren't fragile. They're soft because they're safe, with or without you. So don't confuse kindness for permission.
Well said.
That one's good. That one's
Don't forget
And
to
I
like
didn't spill over
follow
my
us.
words.
Just a few
What was
times.
that?
I think it was 3.
I mean, on the end. It's going to happen every episode.
We've come to expect and love that.
I wouldn't be me without it.
Hold on. Do you have a speech
Hey.
therapist? Because I want to volunteer.
It has nothing to do with my speech. It has to do with my brain's going like this and my mouth can't
Right.
keep up.
Yep, I've got that problem too, Mandy. It's fine.
We've definitely got to
Over-
have Brent back
sounds-
again.
Sounds like I'm having a stroke over here sometimes. I might be right now.
Hey, Big Daddy gets to define his availability, so you can't just sign me up for all year.
Well, my bad. Hey, I'm lucky I got you this week. I'm really shocked you're home.
Oh,
on
the
a Thursday.
pleasure's mine. It's fun. And you know what? I really appreciate the opportunity to kind of, have you women share your perspective and then say, okay, according to Guy Code or whatever Guy Code, my perspective Guy Code, I like the format, and like I said, I'm willing to help, and I like your podcast and your platform, and I'm willing to support it.
Well,
Thank you. We
very
Thank
appreciate
you
much.
very
it.
much.
You were a trooper, Brent.
I owe him a dance now.
Ah. You better give that man a
Not
dance.
that kind. Oh my God. No. Lord, people.
Wait, can we have coffee first?
Coffee is, yes, we have to have coffee first.
What the hell?
I guess not your comment. Shit,
just
fuck,
hey,
five.
baby, you don't just to get to race in and get a dance. That's not how this works.
I love Brent.
Nope. Don't make it weird.
I think it's a little late for that.
We appreciate everybody listening. please like and follow us on all social platforms and Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Next week's episode, I'm excited, is called Let's Talk About Sex, Baby. So stay tuned. And please share the
Bye.
podcast.
Wait,
Bye.
we're going to discuss sex?
Yes.
Wait, I'll come back.
Wait, we're going to discuss sex?
Oh, now you're available.
Now you're available, yeah.
Go
Pick
figure.
a topic I know about.
Nice. Very
I know.
nice.
Oh, shit.
I'm
Let's talk
signing
about
off now.
sex, baby.
Thank you for listening,
Talk
guys.
about you and me. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.